everyone and welcome to my class. Now today I'll be discussing about Stalin and his collectivization. Right, till so far in this chapter, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, we have discussed about the February Revolution, how the Tsar's rule came to an end. Then we have discussed about the October Revolution, when the Bolshevik party took the lead, and how USSR or how this Russia changed into the Soviet Union, right? Now, what steps were taken by the Bolsheviks after coming to power, that we have discussed in the previous video. Now, in this video, I will be discussing about Stalin. Now, after death of Vladimir Lenin in the year 1924, Joseph Stalin became the ruler of a Bolshevik party, right? He became the leader of the Soviet Communist Party and he started ruling the Soviet Union. Now, at that time when he became the ruler, Russia was facing an acute problem, right? Because government has fixed the prices of the grains, and the farmers were expected to sell their produce at that government rate, but farmers were not ready to do that because they were not earning that much of profit. So they stored grains with them, right? So this led to a shortage of food grain in the market. Now, to curb this problem, to solve this problem, what steps were taken by the Stalin? He forced the people to follow this, selling their produce at the government rate, and if not accepted, if not done by the people, then he used repressive measures, right? Many times they were attacked. Then the rich landholders, they were suspected that they were holding the grains. So rich landholders in Russia are called kulaks, and they were attacked. Their lands were confiscated and distributed, given to the farmers. And he introduced the collective program, means collectivization was introduced. Collective farming was introduced, in which the the farmers were expected to combine their lands, merge their lands, and collectively do the farming there. And whatever the produce is needs to be divided among the farmers. They need to pool their resources together, right? So this collective farming, collected farms were called kolkhoz in Russian language, right? So this type of steps were taken by the Stalin. But if the people, many times the people were not ready to do this, not ready to give their land to, so they were forced to do that. If they raised their voice against the government policy, then they were punished severely, or sometimes they were sent to an exile. Their lands were taken by the government. So this type of things were happening in Russia under the Stalin's rule, right? So this leads to this leads to unpopularity of government at that time, and people were not satisfied fully, right? So the Russian Revolution till Stalin's we have discussed. Now talking about, this is the last conclusion that we're going to discuss now, that is the global influence of the Russian Revolution. What was the impact of Russian Revolution, or significance of Russian Revolution? First of all, the Tsarist rule came to an end, right, due to Russian Revolution, and Russia became a socialist nation under Bolsheviks. They promoted the socialist ideology. Then another important thing is Russia withdrawal from the First World War, right? Non-Russian nations participated in a conference. A conference was organized by the Bolshevik Party in the year 1920, in which the non-Russian nations, they have participated in this, especially from the East. They have participated in this conference, and the Bolshevik had formed Comintern. Comintern is a term given to an international union of pro-Bolshevik socialist parties. Means the in Asia, those nations who agree with the Bolshevik ideology of socialism, they took part in this conference, and they formed a union. Means in these nations, the socialist parties were formed, right? They supported the idea of socialism. So this happened, this leads to the spread of socialist ideology to rest of the world, because now many nations started following the socialist ideology, right? Then after the Russia's withdrawal from the First World War, industrial growth, it leads to the many steps were taken by the government to improve the to do the industrialization in Russia. New industries were set up, and this was a phase of industrial growth in Russia, and improvement in workers' condition. Many steps also taken by the Bolshevik, because they had a huge support of the workers. It is known as a workers' party. So they have taken many steps to improve the condition of the workers, right? So ultimately it leads to the growth of economy. And another reason for the improvement in the economy of Russia was adoption of the 5-year plans, right? Targeting on they set targets for the 5 year, and they try to achieve those targets in those 5 years. This type of planning was done, and initially they have focused their attention on the on industrial growth in Russia, so that they can improve their economy. So they have improved all these planning resulted into the improvement in the Russian economy, right? Under Stalin, things went wrong when some of the basic rights of the people were taken by the government, and this leads to unpopularity of the government, right? And there was a what steps were taken by the repressive measures taken by the government at that time under Stalin leads to unpopularity worldwide of Russia worldwide. So what happened, slowly there was a decline in the Russian repo, right? The socialist repo started declining, and in other countries, people started doing a thought or redefining of the socialist ideology, because what Stalin was doing was different from the he was forcing the ideology on the people by taking away their rights. This was something which is not a part of socialist ideology. So other countries, in other countries, the socialist ideology, people started redefining this ideology. And in many democracy we see that the nations have adopted the socialist ideology, but in terms of doing welfare of the society, not for the operation of the peasantry class, right? So these were the changes that came after the Russian Revolution. Its impact was seen not only in the Russian society, but it had a great impact on the rest of the world. And the major change or major thing that happened after the Russian Revolution, that Russia became a socialist nation, and this ideology spread to rest part of the world. So this is all about the Russian Revolution, and that is why we give importance to Russian Revolution, because as we have seen the French Revolution, many ideas that came from French Revolution became the base of the modern democracy. Similarly, the Russian Revolution has given a new idea of socialism, and many nations in today's time, they have adopted this socialist ideology. So this is all about the Russian Revolution and its importance. Go through these points. Any problem, please write it in the comment section. Please like, share and review, and thank you for watching.